Yesterday it seemed the world was about to end. Didn't it look as though we wouldn't last out a year? Yesterday disaster waited around the bend. Well, my friends, spring is here. Back in business and ain't it grand? Let the good times roll. Yesterday things were out of hand. Now we're under control. Bye bye blue, so long adversity. Happiness, hello. Keep the status quo, permanently so. Back again like a boomerang. Same old stand, same old gang. Back in business with a bang. Let the good times roll. Back to normal, back to usual. Let the fun resume. No more doom and gloom. No more bust, just boom. Back in business and overnight. In demand, well, alright. Business is just dynamite. Let the good times roll. Can't shake the dream of you and me in some little town. If you'd shape up, we'd settle down. Leave the mess and the stress of big city living. Trade the grabbing and shoving for loving and giving. I'm tired of the talking. I want it now. That house and yard with only birds bringing songs around. Don't be afraid to settle down. That green stuff's grass and that smell everywhere. Know what that is? Fresh air. The years are going by so fast. Hey, it's time we found our peace of mind, our peace of ground. And there's wine already for tasting, and there's Cadillacs all shiny and new. Gotta move, 'cause time is wasting. There's such a lot of living to do. There's music to play, places to go, people to see. Everything for you and me. Life's a ball, if only you know it. And it's all just waiting for you. You're alive, so come on and show it. There's such a lot of living to do. There's music to play, places to go, people to see. Everything for you and me. Life's a ball, if only you know it. And it's all just waiting for you. You're alive, so come on and show it. There's such a lot of living, such a lot of living. There's such a lot of living, so let's settle down. Thanks, guys. This is the first time I am performing on a stage with an audience of 12, I think. This is amazing. In this beautiful, beautiful space. It's been over a year that I have performed on a stage and not into the void of a computer, as I'm sure you students can relate, right? I had such a great time working with you earlier, and I know that this year has been just so, so challenging, but I think we've learned a lot, right? I know I've learned a lot. I've learned definitely how much we need music. That's definitely something that I've learned. And I've learned also how much we need live music and how much we need to be taken away sometimes by music and by songs. So tonight, I want you to be taken away with these songs that I sing, with these characters, with these shows. Let your imagination fly. So tonight, I am going to be saying hello and thank you to the roles that I've played, these awesome women who have made me this crazy modern broad you see here. So this first role, I loved playing this character, Elizabeth Benning from Young Frankenstein. This role was originated by Madeline Kahn in the movie. It was The Nails, darling, The Nails. And by Megan Mullally in the Broadway musical. And this song comes in the part of the show where Elizabeth realizes and learns that the monster has a huge talent. Deep love, at last I found deep love. Been searching for deep love for all of my life. Long love, incredibly long love, a constant and strong love that rids me of strife. Firm love, a gentle but firm love, an unyielding firm love. For this my heart cries. Deep love, at last I found deep love. Now I will keep love forever inside. So when we were doing Young Frankenstein, we had the, oh my gosh, just the most amazing opportunity to work with Mel Brooks, right? Not only were we already working with Susan Stroman, but then we got to work with Mel Brooks. Are you kidding me? And so it's opening night, and Mel Brooks, Mr. Brooks, comes backstage, and we're all waiting with bated breath. What's he gonna say? Oh my gosh. And he looks at us and he goes, "You were surprisingly good." Deep love, at last I found deep love. Now I will keep love deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, forever inside, forever inside. From Overland Park, Kansas. Has anyone been to Kansas? No? Anyone been to Missouri? Well, I grew up in Overland Park, Kansas, which is a suburb of Kansas City, Missouri, not Kansas. It's confusing, right? So there's a Kansas City, Missouri, and a Kansas City, Kansas. It's a big old thing about which side you're from. But I'm from the Kansas side. And it's a small town in comparison to New York. And I moved right to New York right after college in Michigan. So I moved from relatively small towns to a big city, much like Eva Perón. You like that parallel there? Much like Eva Perón, who moved from a small town in Argentina to Buenos Aires. And oh my gosh, what an amazing thing to be in a new city, starting a new life. And who knows, maybe I also would have slept my way to the top, but everybody I met was gay. What's new? Buenos Aires. I'm new. I want to say I'm just a little stuck on you. You'll be on me too. I get out here, Buenos Aires. Stand back. You ought to know what you're gonna get in me. Just a little touch of star quality. Fill me up with your heat, with your noise, with your dirt, overdo me. Let me dance to the beat, make it loud, let it hurt, run it through me. Don't hold back, you are certain to impress. Tell the driver this is where I'm staying. Hello, Buenos Aires. Get this, just look at me, dressed up somewhere to go. We'll put on a show. Take me in at your flood, give me speed, give me light, set me humming. Shoot me up with your blood, wipe me up with your night. watch me coming. All I want is a whole lot of success. Tell the singer this is where I'm playing. Stand back, Buenos Aires, because you ought to know what you're gonna get in me. Just a little touch of star quality. And if ever I go too far, it's because of the things you are. Beautiful town, I love you. And if I need a moment's rest, give your lover the very best. Relight it down in silence. He adores you, for he loves you, understands you, is one of you. If not, how could he love me? Rio de la Plata, Florida, Corrientes, Nueve de Julio, all I want to know. Stand back, Buenos Aires, because you ought to know what you're gonna get in me. Just a little touch of, just a little touch of, just a little touch of star quality. So, as I adjust my jumpsuit here, sometimes in shows, some of the most beautiful songs sometimes are not what you get to sing. Don't get me wrong, Ava Perón has some beautiful songs to sing, but sometimes there are songs that you're like, that's a gorgeous song and I wish I sang this. And then you do a one-woman show and you can put it in. This is I think one of the most beautiful love songs ever written by Andrew Lloyd Webber. On this night of 1,000 stars, let me take you to heaven's door, where the music of love's guitars plays forevermore. In the glow of those twinkling skies, we should love to eternity. On this night of 1,000,000 nights, fly away with me. I never dreamed that a kiss could be as sweet as this. Now I know that it can. I used to wander alone without a love of my own. I was a desperate woman, but all my grief disappeared, and the sorrow I'd feared wasn't there anymore. On that magical day when you first came my way, mi amor. On this night, on this night of 1,000 stars, let me take you to heaven's door, where the music of love's guitars plays forever trickle of sweat back of the head. He always does this. Now the foot is dead. Sunday in the park with George, one more. The collar is damp, beginning to pinch. The bustle slipping. I won't budge 1 inch. Who is at the zoo, George? Who is at the zoo? The monkeys and who, George? The monkeys and who? Artists are bizarre, fixed, cold. That's you, George, you're bizarre, fixed, cold. I like that in a man, fixed, cold. God, it's hot out here. Well, there are worse things than staring at the water on a Sunday. Well, there are worse things than staring at the water as you're posing for a picture being painted by your lover in the middle of the summer on an island in the river on a Sunday. The petticoat's wet, which adds to the weight. No, don't give in, just lift the arm a bit. Sunday in the park with George. Sunday in the park with George. Well, if you want bread and respect and attention, not to say connection, modeling's no profession. If you want instead, when you're dead, some more public and more permanent expression of affection, you want a painter, poet, sculptor, preferably marble, granite, bronze, durable. Something nice with swans that's durable forever. All it has to be is good. And George, you're good. You're really good. George's stroke is tender. George's touch is pure. Your eyes, George. I love your eyes, George. I love your beard, George. I love your size, George. But most, George, of all, but most of all, I love your painting. Oh, I think I'm the tip of a stay, right under the tit. No, don't give in, just lift the arm a bit. Sunday in the park with George. Not even a nod, as if I were trees. The ground could open, he would still say please. Never know with you, George. Who could know with you? The others I knew, George. Before we get through, I'll get to you too. God, I am so hot. Well, there are worse things than staring at the water on a Sunday. Well, there are worse things than staring at the water as you're posing for a picture after sleeping on the ferry, after getting up at 7 to come over to an island in the middle of the river, half an hour from the city on a Sunday. Yes, he looks for me. Good. Let him look for me to tell me why he left me, as I always knew he would. I had thought he understood. They have never understood, and no reason that they should. But if anybody could, finishing the hat, how you have to finish the hat, how you watch the rest of the world from a window while you finish the hat, mapping out a sky. What, you feel like planning a sky? What you few voices that come through the window go until they distance and die, until there's nothing but sky. And how you're always turning back too late from the grass or the stick or the dog or the light, and how the kind of man who's willing to wait's not the kind that you want to find waiting to return you to the night, dizzy from the height, coming from the hat, studying the hat, entering the world of the hat, reaching through the world of the hat like a window back to this one from that, studying a face, stepping back to look at a face, leaves a little space in the way like a window, but to see, it's the only way to see. And when the one man that you wanted goes, you can say to yourself, I give all I can give. But the one man that you wanted knows that however you live, there's a part of you always standing by, mapping out a sky, finishing the hat, starting on a hat, finishing a hat. Look, I made a hat where there never was a hat. Thank you. So, this is fun. I've missed singing. Wow. So, a lot of what we creative people do is we help create new works, right? We help facilitate a writer's vision, and we are the instruments that bring a vision to life. And a lot of my career has been working on these really special new works, and some have gone on to have future homes and you know, runs and everything, and some haven't. And that's just kind of the way that this business works. But each experience, you learn a lot, and you meet great people, and it's really fun to be a part of that creative process where it's a new show, and there's new inputs and rewrites and all of that, and it keeps you on your toes, and it's really a great thing to do as a creative person. And I'm very lucky that I've been able to do that. So this next song is from a new show called Circus in Winter. And I was a part of the reading and then also the production up at the Goodspeed Opera House in Connecticut. And it has yet to find a new home, its next home. Hopefully it does. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful show. It's a folk tale. It's pretty epic, and it has this beautiful folk music. And this song is written by Ben Clark, and it's called Never Alone. Lately I've been wondering why it seems some have to die before anybody says they care for them. I I just got up and wiped off the dirt. Whiskey works best when you know you'll be planning on sleeping. And people do tricks when they're scared of being alone. We'll find our way home if we're lost, and we'll be forgiven. I spent my whole life by myself, but I will not be dying alone. I took my mama's name, and with it, my mama's shame. A beautiful woman left with daddy's heart to break. I've always been climbing uphill. I've always been feeling this hurt. I've been abandoned. I don't know what this cheap life is worth. Whiskey works best when you know you'll be planning on sleeping. And people do tricks when they're scared of being alone. We'll find our way home if we're lost, and we'll be forgiven. I spent my whole life by myself, but I will not be dying alone. I hope it's hot where I'm going, like a Dixieland summertime. Oh, maybe cold, maybe frozen, forever locked in winter time. Sometimes nowhere is home when no one can tell you they love you. Sometimes death's an acquaintance, and danger a friend who's close by. So don't say I'm lost, 'cause I found I've always been dreaming. I spent my whole life by myself, but I will not be dying alone. I spent my whole life by myself, but I will not be dying alone. Water break. How you guys doing? Having a good time? Got some thumbs up? Awesome. I love you guys for being here. Thank you. It means everything. So, I've had the extreme great pleasure of achieving the goal that I set out to do when I was, in high school. I was on Broadway. And I've been on Broadway in 3 different shows in New York. It's been amazing. And I made my Broadway debut playing Rizzo in Grease. And it was so much fun. And then I went on to do Anything Goes, tap dancing up a storm. And then I did The Mystery of Edwin Drood, where I wore a huge bustle. Try dancing in those, it's a challenge. So my Broadway shows have been very varied. So this next medley is something that we've called Rizzo's Redemption. There are worse things I could do than go with a boy or two. Even though the neighborhood thinks I'm trashy and no good, I suppose it could be true. But there are worse things I could do. I could flirt with all the guys, smile at them and bat my eyes, press against them every day, make them think they stand a chance, then refuse to see it through. That's a thing I'd never ever do. I could stay home every night, wait around for Mr. Right, take cold showers every day, and throw my life away on a dream that won't come true. Once I was headed for hell. Once I was headed for hell. But when I got to Satan's door, I heard you blowing on your horn once more. So I said, Satan, farewell. And now I'm all ready to fly. Yes, to fly higher and higher. 'Cause I've gone through the brimstone and I've been through the fire, and I purged my soul and my heart too, to climb up the mountaintop and start to blow. Gabriel, blow. Come on and blow. Gabriel, blow. I wanna join your happy band and play all day in the promised land. So blow, Gabriel, blow. Is it clear? If you hear my voice and you're alive, what a bloody marvel we survive. When you think of every risk we face in our mad human race, I have read the writing on the wall. Try to live forever and give up never. To fight you'll need the wherewithal. Can't you hear the lightning as I plead, inciting you to read the writing on? Yes, the writing's on. The writing's on. The You like that little Julie Andrews bit in there? Yeah. If you didn't know, it's a Dickens show, so there's a little bit of an English accent. Anyways, wow. It's so funny to look back now. It's like, don't you feel like there's like a before COVID, like a BC? And now there's like a, what is it, AD, AC, after COVID, during COVID, a DC. That's what we should call it. And it's been a year, you know, like we've talked about, a lot of challenges, a lot of sacrifices. And I think no matter how you slice it, we've all had to tap into an inner strength and a determination. And we've had to recommit to our goals and to our loved ones in a different way, because we can't see them. And there are things that I have missed during this time. Oh, so much. My family. I've missed my mom. I've missed my dad. I've missed my sisters. I've missed going out to eat in New York. I've missed theater. I've missed being around people. And, you know, even among, you know, our technology and everything, it's not the same. It's just not. But we're getting there. We're getting there. And I think we've all learned that there's a resilience in us that I don't know if we knew we had. Am I right with that? Like, here you are watching a show with masks on, socially distanced. Thank you for being here. Really, thank you. And there's a resilience, there's a dedication that I really admire in you students. And I hope you guys give yourself a pat on the back for that, because it's hard enough to be in college and thinking about your future and all that stuff. And then you add COVID to it. You guys are rock stars. So give yourself a pat on the back for being super, super awesome and having that resilience that's just gonna carry you through life. You learn to take your coffee black. You learn to drink your whiskey neat. You learn to take the shower cold and sleep on tired feet. You learn to order dinner in. You learn to send the laundry out. You learn how to amuse yourself. You learn to live without. I've looked at love from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. You learn to fall asleep alone. You learn to silence ticking clocks. You learn to pull the shades at night and double check the locks. You learn to speak so calmly when your heart would like to scream and shout. You learn to stop and breathe and smile. You learn to live without bows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at life that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at life from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all.
So, I read somewhere that the reason that birds sing in the morning is to let everyone else know, including their bird friends, that they made it through the night. And I thought that was just the most poetic thing. Why do we sing? Maybe it's to remind ourselves that we made it through the night. Let everyone else know I'm still here. And you did. You guys made it.
I was sitting on a sand dune in Santa Cruz, or Monterey. Well, anyway, I could feel the trickle on my cheek of ocean spray. A perfect day. Well, anyway, I remember that I turned to Sam and said, or was it Fred? Well, anyway, I should be up, and yet I'm down instead. Something's missing, Sam. Something's missing, Fred. Something's missing here. Where are my colored lights, beads and bleachers and colored lights, passing smiles round and round, thumping papa organ sound, noisy boys long and lean, giggles of girls in the mezzanine, filtered through a colored renters go home. The maple goes from crimson to brown. Oh God, my God, another winter in a summer town. The beach is empty, they cover the pools. The patio umbrellas come down. Oh God, my God, another winter in a summer town. One little leaf adrift in the breeze refuses to fall from the sky. Blown by the wind, it clings to the trees, unwilling to wither and die. My seasons ended a long time ago, but no one took the party tent down. Those pink paper lanterns still twinkle in place. My young Navy hero, his tender embrace, that sapphire blue ocean, oh how can I face another winter in a summer town? And I tried to find the answers in the friends I made, or beds I shared, well, anywhere. But with other people's music ringing in my ear, I couldn't sing. Well, anything. And I thought, if I could just be 12 again. Or was it 10? Well, anyway, it seems to me I knew the secret then. It was simple 12. It was simple 10. It was simple then. Wonderful, glimmering, beautiful, shimmering, colored lights. Thank you guys so much for having me. This has been really, really, really fun. And I also want to introduce the one and only, you know him, you love him, Dror Baitel. He has been so amazing on the keys,
rehearsing over Zoom. Wow, he's awesome. So this has been an amazing experience, and I am just so grateful for the opportunity to perform on this beautiful stage for you, and I just see amazing things for each and every one of you.
Skies are crying, I am watching, catching teardrops in my hands. Only silence as it's ending, like we never had a chance. Do you have to make me feel like there's nothing left of me? You can take everything I have. You can break everything I am. Like I'm made of glass, like I'm made of paper. You go on and try to tear me down. I will be rising from the ground like a skyscraper, like a skyscraper. As the smoke clears, I awaken and untangle you from me. Would it make you feel better to watch me as I bleed? All my windows, they are broken, but I'm standing on my feet. You can take everything I have. You can break everything I have. Like I'm made of glass, like I'm made of paper. You go on and try to tear me down. I will be rising from the ground like a skyscraper, like a skyscraper. Yeah. Go run. I'm gonna stay right here. Watch you disappear. Yeah. Go run. Yeah, it's a long way down, but I'm closer to the clouds up here. You can take everything I have. You can break everything I am. Like I'm made of glass, like I'm made of paper. You go on and try to tear me down. I will be rising from the ground like a skyscraper, like a skyscraper, like a skyscraper.
Guys, thank you so much. Big round of applause for Dror, right? Thank you guys very much. Get home safe, okay? coming and for being an audience. This was really, really, really magical. It's been a really rough year for everybody, myself included, and this is awesome. So thank you.
Should we give them who will buy?
Huh?
Who will buy?
Who will buy? Oh yeah, I missed a song in it. Do an encore? I gotta lower it. I'm actually really short. All right. Who will buy? Who will buy? Who will buy this wonderful morning? Such a sky you never did see. Who would tie it up with a ribbon and put it in a box for me so I could see it at my leisure whenever things go wrong, and I would keep it as a treasure to last my whole life long. Who will buy this wonderful feeling? I'm so high, I swear I could fly. Me, oh my, I don't want to lose it. So what am I to do to keep the sky so blue? There must be someone who will buy. One more round of applause for Dror. There'll never be a day so sunny it could not happen twice. Where is the man with all the money? It's cheap at half the price. Who will buy this wonderful feeling? I'm so high, I swear I could fly. Me, oh my, I don't want to lose it. So what am I to do to keep the sky so blue? There must be someone who will buy. Thanks, guys. I should do the whole show barefoot. It's really comfortable, actually. I should. Next time we'll do like a barefoot concert. Yay. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you very, very much. Again, get home safe. You're amazing. Please keep in touch, too. I'm on social medias and all the things. So I would love to stay in touch and all the things. All right. Bye, guys.